Hey guys, welcome back to Rod Smoking Stuff. Today, making bacon. I got myself a 6.5 pound pork belly here, and we're gonna turn it into some bacon, so stick around and I'll show you how we do that. Okay guys, so I'm gonna show you, I'm using this calculator on Amazing Ribs. You can find these calculators on all sorts of websites, but they really help out to make sure you don't get it too salty. So you put the amount in there, it's about 1.5 inches thick, and then it totals up for you the ingredients, and you can just round these to the closest. That's what I do, and I've made it several times. It turns out really good. So anyway, we got to start out with 1.5 cups of distilled water. That's a bit much. All right. Okay. And next, 1.2 tablespoons of our curing salt. So we're just going to go with 1 teaspoon, which will be well. Yeah, we'll go with one that's a little bit heaped up. That'll be close enough. And then we'll do 6.5 tablespoons of our brown sugar. It says to use dark brown sugar, but this is all I have, and I've used it before. And a little more for good measure. And I can't tell much difference between the dark brown and the light brown, to be completely honest with you, once the bacon's done. So I don't think it makes any difference, so I don't worry about it. Then we got our salt, and we're going to put 6 or 9 teaspoons. I put tablespoons in there, that'd be salty. 9 teaspoons. All right, phone keeps turning off on me here. 9.6, so we'll do about that. And then 9.6 of our ground black pepper. Just like that. No, I didn't catch it in time again, it went off. And our last ingredient is pure maple syrup. Make sure you use the pure maple syrup. If you use the fake stuff, it's going to just burn up on you on the outside, and nobody wants to see that. This is 1 cup, just barely over 1 cup, so we're going 1 cup. Just like that. And this recipe is so easy, it just takes all the guesswork out of it. When you use one of these calculators, you can use any of them. I've used a few different ones. I've used this one several times. I really like this recipe. I like the maple bacon. So yeah, and it also tells you how long to leave it in there. It's saying on this weight to leave it for 3 days. So we're going to do that, and we'll come flip it every day. Just give it a little stir like that. Then we just got to get this into here. So you just open that up and simply dump it in. You can also mix this in the bag, but I already had my pork belly in the bag and I didn't want to take it back out, so I mixed it in the bowl and just dumped it in. Okay, once you've done that, you want to get as much air out as you can. So the easiest way to do that is just leave a little hole in the top, kind of squish it till the liquid gets to the top. Then you can seal it off. And then you just want to massage your meat a little. Then this is going to go in the fridge for 3 days. Then we're going to get it on the smoker. You can see here, I got a couple pounds of bacon. I just showed you on the one. So this is just gonna go in here. And like I say, every day we'll come flip all those over and rotate them until it's ready to smoke them. When I'm ready to put them on the smoker, I'll show you what the next step is. All right guys, so it's been 3 days, 3.5 days really, since our bacon went to cure. And now we're going to rinse this off. You can see the color of this meat has totally changed, the texture and feel of it as well. You just want to get some cold water and get in here. Just rinse this off. Get the salt off the outside, otherwise it's going to be way too salty when you eat this. Okay, and that's it. I'm going to get the rest of this rinsed off and then we'll get it on the smoker. Alright guys, we've got our smoker heated up to 225 degrees. A lot of recipes say to let this sit out and get a pellicle on it. This recipe's off Amazing Ribs and it says just to put it right on the smoker because it absorbs more heat and smoke if it's wet. I'll put a link to the recipe for this in the description of the video. We're going to get this on the smoker and get it smoking. Okay, that's all there is to it. We're just going to let that smoke for a couple hours till it gets to an internal of 160, then we're going to pull it off. Alright guys, look at this bacon. We're at 160 degrees. We're going to get this off. We're going to wrap it up in some plastic wrap, put it in the fridge after it cools, put it in the fridge, and let it sit overnight, and then we'll come back and slice it up. Man, that stuff looks good. Looks amazing. Can't wait to get into this. Alright, I'm going to get this inside. Alright guys, we got our bacon cooked up. These are just the pieces that were off, the little pieces that didn't get cut into full slices, but good. Has good flavor. Oh. But who can't like bacon? Now, this is really good. For me, it didn't have enough salt in this recipe, so I'd add a little bit more salt next time. But I did put a little bit of salt on it in the pan. I've made it before when it's been too salty, and that's bad news. So I think I'd probably just make it like this from now on. And then when I cook it, I'll put a little bit of salt on it if I feel it needs it, because it's much easier to add salt than it is to take away. But anyway, this is a really good recipe. You should try it. If you like it, give us a thumbs up and a like, and we'll see you on the next one. I got to get another piece of that.